Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way there, though.
Look sharp.
What do we have here? The Jedi. Saves us the trouble of looking for you. Corin Falk did say you were dangerous. Maybe he does know what he's talking about. We'll see. You may have caught a few of my boys off guard, but let's see how you fight now, Jedi. Attack!
Yeah. I hear you.
What's going on?
There's the land. Looks like...
Look sharp.
What a core. We'll...
I hear you.
Yeah?
I hear you. So long. I hear you. I hear you.
Watch out.
I will silence this one. Yes.
Take him down.
Let us end. I hear you. I hear you. Yes.
How do you like that?
Yes. Is it? Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. I hear you.
What's going on?
I hear you.
What's going on?
Yes. Yes.
What's going on?
Take them down. Take them down.
I will silence this one.
Yeah?
What is it?
Let's
What is
go.
it?
Let me handle this.
I will silence this one. I hear you. I will silence this one. For you. Yes. What is it?
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah?
What is it?
Hopefully I'll be able to... Good. The TS Telos is... So that... Here, a small anomaly in the shield network's power grid. It looks like power is being drawn to generate a shield over a small area in the polar region, but nothing should be down there.
Orbital cameras show nothing.
We should investigate.
That's a look. At least... But it's...
Yeah?
Yes.
Let's go.
I hear you.
Let's go.
What is it?
This one...
I hear.
Yeah?
I hear you. What is it?
Let's go.
This arm of mine isn't just for show, General. Stand back.
Poisoned.
The Zerka mercenaries were a little surprised when I broke my way out of my holding cell. The shields there were even weaker than these. After you.
Yes. I hear you.
Poison.
Yes.
Let's go.
Set and activated.
Fallen.
Asked for it. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. You asked for it.
What is it? I hear you. Focus. Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
I hear you.
Yeah?
There she is, one orbital shuttle. Looks like that's all the moon. The hangar bay doors are closed. I don't fancy flying the shuttle through solid metal, so I'd say we need to find a way to get them open. We'll also need to find the ignition codes for the shuttle, or else we'll have some if we get all that.
Yes.
What's going on?
General? General? Sorry. I moved around. Then you understand, as long as I kept... I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something I found... But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could... It's good. Something...
What is it?
What's going on?
Yes?
Tawancha morichiwa. Kautonat. Great.
I hear you.
What's going on? Let's go.
I hear you.
What's going on?
Tung la.
What is it?
What's going on?
I hear you.
Let's go.
I hear you.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
What is it?
Let's go.
Yes. Fallen.
go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah?
Statement. We have arrived too late. The target has evaded us. We must pursue it. Observation. They have likely escaped aboard the orbital shuttle that has been docked here. The bay control computer likely will have a record of their departure. Query. Have you discovered anything about the shuttle's course? Answer. I have meant. Statement. Irritated declaration. There you are. It has been extremely difficult to track you down. Quick clarification, but now that we have found you, we hope the unnecessary clarification. We merely wish to cripple your vessel. Once we tracked your coordinates, we were able to deploy several droids in this probing query. We are, however, curious as to why you chose to self-evident answer. Wherever you try to run, we will rhetorical query. So the query you have
Everyone, get...
irritated that quick
What is it?
I hear you.
What is it? Yes.
Ratio Systems failing. Ratio achieved.
This
Ratio achieved. Ratio achieved.
hear you.
I hear you.
This shall not stop us from
I hear you.
I hear you.
I hear you.
Ratio achieved.
Yes.
I hear you. Everyone down. I hear you.
Yes.
Say the word.
Set to maximum.
I hear you.
Yes. What is it?
Systems failing, Master.
Yes. Very well. I confess it seems a power when very well. The Jedi you may have already felt the Shicho, the simplest of the forms others may. Very
You see? Well, it's good to see. All right. Just say the word.
what is it?
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed. I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Djarik can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why? Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are travelling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility. The Ebon Hawk is here, safe. Its records and navicomputer are being dissected to determine what caused the destruction of the... We're having some trouble with the navicomputer, but I think if it is your ship, perhaps I should be questioning you as to what happened, and why you destroyed the facility and murdered all the miners stationed. A facility of over 150 personnel, all dead before you arrived. A childish story to mask your crime. And with the facility destroyed, you think there is no way to confirm your story. But I will pry the truth from you, I promise you that. Again, you insist it is you. You have no claim over it. Even... It was too much to hope that you may have come here to... A lightsaber is the mark of a Jedi. When you turned your back on the Order, it was not yours anymore. Take your ship, then. I don't care where you go, just leave this place. Leave Telos.
We shall remove him, mistress. Come with us. Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile, I have never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
Why have you approached? You will find them in the main irrigation channel. The particle emitters there that once governed the... You shall not be challenged, as I have said. They were caged for their safety, until we could determine your intent, exile. Atris cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could... He has had some Echani training. He masks it well, but when you are in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well. You are the one who is mistaken. It requires you know what to look for. I do not know. The Echani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you... Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place. You may ask... The mistress? What on... She is meditating, and she does not wish to be disturbed. Your presence here has troubled her, and I hope you do not choose to trouble her further. She leads us. As she rebuilds Telos, she rebuilds the Order, and through them. We serve the Jedi. We do not question them. Yet, Atris has told us that the work here at Telos may pay for similar efforts in many worlds along the rim that were destroyed when the Jedi turned on it. She has said the Jedi Order needs such a foundation if it is to rebuild. She faults the teaching of many of the Jedi Masters as the spark of the Jedi. Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the ways of the Jedi, they never would have fallen, and nor would you, Exile. Atris has chosen instead to focus her efforts on galactic recovery. Once the galaxy breathes again, disciples will come. She predicted you would say as much. She seems to know you quite well. Perhaps you are the one. I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place. Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if... Before we begin, are you familiar with Ichani traditions? All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. Also, the fight will be with hands and feet also, in turn. Then you have fallen. Very well. Have you returned? It shall... Then let... You have fallen. Very... Then... You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge. Seek one of us out when you... Have you returned? Why have you... You will find them in the park. Your... We have some training in...
Did you find... There was something from your past here, something unresolved. This woman who resides... There is a Jedi here, yet there are no students, and this woman... Plans are fragile. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the... Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls trained to resist tricks of... This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive. Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be... Very well. He's only sleeping. It seems the...
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness. I'm fine, General. What is this place? This must... Of course... Very...
did she?
The construction of the store is like nothing I've seen.
Let us keep moving. Very well, but we should...
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left? But why? Her oath.
Her reasons are unknown to me, but I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature for herself. Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.
Well, now that we're off that Dajaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What is the machine? We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
The war has touched the youngest of the Order. Many of them have lost themselves in battle against the Mandalorians.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
A strange.
It is no coincidence, and we are walking into it. This is too
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help. I think the strength of the enemy is unknown, but it is great.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to... I have had enough of this.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get...
General.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. It is no matter, but...
General, is there a reason you don't care? That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that. I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you... I think I can help you out there. I happen to know. I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as... Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable. All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well... What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal. I am not pushing you around. I just want... Good. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it... I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If any... Yes, Sure do, General. Just something... That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Hey, just kidding. He's also good. Something... I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one. I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. But it... something else. Get the I can't take seeing my work being used. But there's something... Just... Yes, just...
Yes? I am training, so that if danger should... That, and...
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No. That too. That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we... Atris believed that the Iridonian... Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield tech... I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. His stance... The reasons for such the teachings at the academy. Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond... I do not... His... I will respect your wish. It does not sound like... You may have... She said you betrayed the Jedi by going... That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instinct. Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars. Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them, because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the... I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are... Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove. Without having seen you and Atris fight, Battle is a pure form of expression. Perhaps it may be. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way. You may. She's. That is. Atris says when the. Yeah. Without battle is a pure. Then her expressed feelings will have to. You. I am. That is not. Perhaps. There is. There. I know your meaning, but I have not. It was to the Jedi. When he spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in. I believe he was speaking to Malik. But to say that seems an untruth, based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force, if there is no... You may... I honor the... There is no need to apologize. It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject... You may... Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried... It is not important. We all have when important. If reasons of the self is why you turned away, I do not know. I meant no if you train. I do all each on. It is as if it is used. Very well. You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. I now have a favor to ask you. The weapon the Jedi use, the Force, I would like to know more about it. It is not something you can see or fight, yet the Jedi use it and struggle. Please. I see.
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force. It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it, but now I wonder if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly, yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it is a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. All life exists to feed your power. And my life is yours. I beg you, please. Let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you. I will leave at once, my lord.
Yes? I am training that.
What do you mean?
No. That. You may. Before. It is not You may ask. I do not think you are ready for further instruction. Each movement of our duels among the Your modesty has no place in combat. Even the youngest of the Ichani understand this. You should as well. It is the way of the Ichani battle. You are all. If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous. Come, you learn quick. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things. But I do not. Now you fight as an Ichani. Yes? It does not seem to bother. Yes? It does not. Yes? You may. It is not possible to dock at the academy without the Yes, but I could not.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. Then prepare for an army, I think, for it's... They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind all... Do not cloak one word within another. Friends. I am too old for friends. And when the... Because I am not blind, that is why. I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with the... They obey you because you are... Have you noticed what is... They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as a... Watch them... I care not which of the words you use. That was Revan's way, I believe. A discussion, perhaps. There is nothing wrong with my... I see all that I need, though... There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight. But sight can prove a distraction. When one relies... But that is a lesson for... Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher. What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its side? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil, what would it matter now? There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. Cast down, stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I... In you all my hopes rest, for the future, for the Force. If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, there shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice. Ask. I know her as much as I know any Jedi. I misspoke before, and I do not wish to choose my words unwisely. Ask. Nothing there is. You have grown. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. I have seen. Even if it weakens those you help, even if it robs, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it... Then you have learnt from such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do. Aiding them gives you strength, and I would view the ones you travel with much. So you may think, but it will be best to strike first. Your allies are allies by circle. Yes. Very well. The knowledge has already been very.
don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see. It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the... Huh? What are you talking... Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much. Ah! You damn Jedi are all the same. Stay out of... Yeah? Want to know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So... Well, hey, thanks. Alright. That's where... It's like... Alright.